Hey guys, welcome to What Makeup. If you're new here, then hi, I'm Bon and welcome to my channel. If you guys saw my video last week, you know that I unboxed a whole deal of good makeup from Charlotte Tilbury, and this video is the video that I think a lot of you are waiting for, and even I'm waiting for, where I'm going to dive in all the products from Charlotte Tilbury and test them out and do this makeup look that I have on my face right now. And you shall see every product in action and get to know what I love, what I like, what I recommend, and what I don't really like as much, and maybe you can skip them and you don't have to go out there and break your bank and own everything from the brand. And if you guys want to know what these products are like and how they perform and how they look on my complexion and how I get this makeup look, then please keep on watching. So I'm here with my bare skin, nothing on my face, just some lip balm and a little bit of kajal that I applied earlier in the day, but that's about it, and there's nothing on my face right now. And I'm going to start applying all the products one by one. First up is the Magic Cream by Charlotte Tilbury. So this retails for about, I think, $56.50 for the smaller tub, or $52.00 if I'm not sure. And the 50 ml tub, this is a 30 ml, the 50 ml tub I think retails for about $82.00. So this definitely is a very, very expensive, highly priced cream. On feeling the first, like the touch and the texture of this cream, it's almost like butter. Like, I can't even explain. It's almost like this thick, emulsified, like buttery form of a cream, which smells definitely amazing. It smells a lot like Pond's actually. If you guys have used and applied Pond's cream, it kind of smells like that. I think this also retails like every 2 minutes. There is one tub of Charlotte Tilbury that is sold in America, which is again a very, very big claim to make for a brand. Removing the hair out of the way. What I do feel on the first application of this cream is that for someone like me, like I am dry skin, so I am reaching out for the second time and applying a little bit more. But if you do have oily skin, you do not need a lot. This is a very, very thick, dense, like heavily hydrating and moisturizing cream, and I think a little bit will definitely go a long way for people who have normal or combination skin, or people who even have like oily skin. I think you probably just need like a tiny dollop of this. And I'm going to massage my face in the Charlotte Tilbury motion that I've seen a lot of her videos, like models and actresses, and she herself like doing this on models. So she takes her hand and rubs and pushes and pressurizes the skin like this outwards. So this kind of boosts the circulation of your skin and makes it more plump and ready for foundation and all the makeup. Okay, moving on, I have next the foundation, which is the Airbrush Flawless. I can't say this in one go, and I shouldn't try probably by now. Airbrush Flawless Finish Foundation, and I have this in the shade 8 Warm Chord. Yeah, 8, the shade number is 8. But before I apply this, I would just reach out for my color corrector, which is, I'm using a crayon stick by K by Katrina. This is a regular, like a, I would say like a usual method that I follow before I apply my foundation and concealer, and especially when I'm doing like this kind of makeup, which is like full beat, like full face of makeup, so that I'm able to judge and kind of understand like how the makeup is really looking and wearing. So I'm just going to apply a little bit under my eyes, and I'm just going to blend this out like this with my finger. So starting with the foundation, I'm just taking a pump and a half for this, and I'm just going to dot this across my face. I'm just going to start blending this out. Now this foundation does not really technically claim like how many hours in general. Like, I think it says mostly that it's a very, very long wearing foundation, and like I said, this is a product that I have worn and tested and tried before, because this is one product that I did get my hands on before the brand launched on Nykaa, and I wore it for a wedding within the family, and oh my god, I can tell you right away, this is definitely a must try or a must have product when it comes to this brand, because the finish of this foundation is so nice. So this is not a luminous or a radiant foundation, but it does not exaggerate my dry areas or any unevenness that I have or any patchiness that might form, which does happen with a lot of matte foundations. And this is one which is very, very nice to wear on the skin, and especially if I color correct, I actually can wear this without even concealer because the coverage is that nice. The match is really nice. It really matches my neck, and one pump is kind of enough for like this much coverage that I have. I still have a little bit of skin peeking through, which is completely okay for me. I don't need it to be like full coverage. And yeah, this is how the foundation is. And definitely, if there's one product that I do recommend and that I do will suggest that you guys can check out and try, it is this foundation, and it is really bomb. So I've just done my brows off camera because I'm not really a brow person. I just use my basic brow pencil to fill them up. And next up is the Magic Away concealer from Charlotte Tilbury, which I have in the shade 7, and which comes in this retractable like sponge applicator, which you basically have to twist from the bottom and wait for the product to come up. And this is my first time using it, so we will be here for a while screwing this till it comes up. We finally have some product. So I'm just gonna go in to the center like part of my under eye, and in terms of the color, I think, is it a little too light for me? I don't know. We are just gonna apply first a little bit and blend out and see how this wears. And there we have it. This is definitely giving me like good like coverage, and I don't think the color is way too light for me. I think it does suit my skin and my foundation tone generally like nicely. And personally, I don't like very bright under eyes. Even if I do use colors to highlight under my eyes and my nose or my forehead, I don't like to go very super bright because it kind of starts looking ashy and gray on me. So I'm pretty much in my concealer tone and just maybe one tone lighter. And I think this works as a very nice concealer in terms of how hydrating it feels. And from a close-up that I'm seeing, I do have fine lines under my eyes, but it's not exaggerating that. And it does match my under eyes really well and is covering up my dark circles. So I kind of like that. I'm going to go a little bit on my forehead, on the bridge of my nose, and on my chin like I usually do. And I'm just going to blend this out as well. In terms of the finish and coverage, I think the finish is quite like medium, and I think it is definitely going to be full coverage if you go in with more product. I went in with very little product and it worked pretty fine to cover my dark circles. And I do like the fact that this is very creamy and hydrating, and it's not drying. And obviously I'm going to see how this wears in the entire day, but for now I think it is sitting well on my skin. So with my base and all done, I'm just going to quickly set this with a little bit of loose powder and make sure that this all stays in place. And I'm using my usual technique of using the beauty blender to apply the product, and this basically just makes sure that there is no excessive drying after applying powder or setting your face, and it doesn't look too matte. I haven't gone with any product above my eyes because I'm going to use the eye products as is on my eyes to see the kind of pigmentation. So this is me with bare lids. Now next I have the Charlotte Tilbury Contour Wand with me, if I can find it, and this is probably one of the most highly rated and best rated contour products out there in the market, and mine is like spanking new. I haven't used it at all. So I'm just going to take out a little bit from, oh, so it says, I didn't read that. It says on and off, so you basically have to turn it on by twisting it to the left side and taking out product. So going in with the contour wand, I'm just taking out a little bit of product on the top, and I'm just going to dot this in the jawline area of my face. And I don't really like a lot of sharp contouring, so I'm not going in with a lot of product. And I'm also going to apply this on the lower jawline, not my jawline actually, that was my cheekbone area, and a little bit on my forehead like I would normally do, and on my cupid's bow like that. I'm going to use my stippling brush because it's a cream product to blend this out. And oh my god, this blends out like a dream. I can't believe it. So this is definitely like a very nice cream product and a cream contouring product to use. If you guys are new to cream contouring and bronzing, you can definitely check this out. I didn't have to do like anything much at all. I just like rubbed the brush back and forth a little bit, and we have the contour completely blended into my skin. Had always heard such great things about this product, and now today this being in action, I can completely understand why this is probably one of the best rated contour products out there. So as I'm seeing myself in the mirror, and if you guys can see exactly what I'm seeing, it makes my overall face look structured but so naturally, and that is what I enjoy about such contouring products and such products that don't make makeup look like makeup. And how I'm seeing my face right now with the chisel part and the jawline area, my forehead, like there's just the right amount of like shadow, and which is lovely and great. And I think this is one really kick-ass product by Charlotte Tilbury. Now to set the contour in place, I am going to use the Flawless Finish bronzing powder from Charlotte Tilbury, and I have this in the shade, I think, medium 2. I was quite iffy about this color in general because it looks very cool toned, and I was quite skeptical if it would have even showed up on me or on my makeup, because the one that comes after this, which is I think 5 Tan, which is the name, it looked way too orangey and way too like red in color, and I'm very skeptical about bronzers in that shade range in general because they can easily make my skin look very muddy and very dark. So we are going to find out, this is the moment of truth, if I spent 4900 for something that's going to be worthwhile or if it was for nothing. I'm taking a little bit on my angular brush. Oh, and wow, yeah, this is definitely showing up on my skin. Yay, we have a winner. Thankfully, not all the money spent for nothing, and I can wear this bronzing powder on its own. It does have a very cool tone like overall look, but I think if you are close to my skin tone, I'm probably an NC 40 to 42 in MAC and an 8 in Charlotte Tilbury. I think this bronzing powder will definitely show up on your skin. If you want to build it up, you can, but I am not going in with a very heavy hand because I have already applied a little bit of cream bronzer, cream contour from the brand before. And overall, no matter what the price point of this product is, you do get in a lot of product, and for me to hit pan in this is going to take me a while. And you do get a very good size mirror, which is quite large, and this entire packaging being plastic, it is also travel friendly. It is a little bit big in size, but overall I do like this product a lot. Moving on, we have next up the blushes from the brand, and I have this in 2 shades, which is Pillow Talk and Pillow Talk Intense. And I'm going to show you the colors first side by side and also show you in action how they apply on my skin. So this is Pillow Talk Intense and this is Pillow Talk like the original one. So first up I have the regular Pillow Talk, and I'm going to use my blush brush and I'm going to do the swish and pop, which is what is described to use this product on your cheeks. And I'm going to smile. So it's definitely showing up. It's not like it doesn't show up, but yeah, I would say it's not that intense like bam, like blush on your cheeks. There is color, but it's a very subtle hint of color, and I think the pop is what brings this very nice sheen over the blush color, which is actually quite nice and looks very like glowing and flushed overall. So this is a very nice color to wear, I think, especially for daytime, or if you're going for day weddings, or if you have like brunch scenes with friends and all, you can definitely wear this. And on the other side, I'm going to try the other. This definitely is a lot more pigmented, and I need to be careful about how much I go with the first swipe. So smiling. Oh yeah, so you can instantly see this is a lot more maroon, and I don't want to look like I have 2 different colors of blushes on my cheeks. So I'm just going to go in with my beauty blender and just take off the excess from the top so that I just look balanced. But yeah, overall I think Pillow Talk Intense is a more intense color in terms of the same color scheme, but you get a lot more like maroony and winey tones with it. But yeah, this is definitely nice and complimentary for a lot of people who are maybe darker than me and you need like blush to like show up on your skin. You can go in for this. And also brides, definitely in this season, if you are a bride to be, or if you have like weddings to attend and you really need like makeup which looks like makeup and you don't mind that, check out this blush Pillow Talk Intense from Charlotte Tilbury. Coming to the second last step, which is my eyes. I have nothing on my eyes right now, and I'm going to go in with the crayon pencil in the shade, I think, Bronzed Garnet, sorry. And it says it's for green eyes. I don't have green eyes, but I'm just gonna go in with it as is, and I'm just gonna roughly like apply the product on my eyelid area, and I'm gonna blend this out using a blending brush. Now, the best part about these crayon sticks and generally in cream products of eyeshadows like this is that you can easily like apply this if you're on the go, if you have like not really that expert skills in terms of blending. And such colors, especially like this is a bronzed color which can work with almost any kind of outfit that you're wearing. And if you're traveling, you don't need to color and take like tons and tons of eyeshadows. You can just take a few neutral colors like this. How do we think? Isn't that looking very nice? I'm going to do the same on the other eye and get back. So I'm back after doing my other eye, and overall I feel these are extremely pigmented, extremely creamy, and very, very easy to blend out. I hardly like took a minute or maybe less than a minute each for each of my eyes, and I can easily step out like this for any occasion that I have. But now that we are here and we are going to test out everything, I have the Luxury Pops palette that I showed you guys last week. I'm just going to go in with this shimmer shade in the bottom, which is I think by the name, it just says Prep and Prime. So yeah, this is a quad which shows you the stepwise like 1 2 3 4 steps in terms of what you need to apply and which color to go in with next. But I already have a base color, so I'm just going to apply this directly on the center of my eyes. And oh my god, this is super nice. It's super subtle actually. It's not that like intense like shimmer, which is something I enjoy, and I don't like extreme like hard glitter. But if you guys can see, like this like a subtle hint of like shimmery glitters in there in this color, and it's a like light rosy like pinky color to wear and goes very well with this bronzed color that I have already laid out. Doing the same on the other eye, and there I have my eyes all done. My eyes look super nice and so dreamy, like oh my god, these colors are beautiful. This retails for about almost 4,900 I think a piece, but I think if you get these shimmers, especially if not all the color schemes that the brand has, this one definitely will come for good use because the 4 colors are very, very neutral and you can wear with like multiple like outfit shades whatsoever. So really like this. And finally, finishing off my eyes, I'm just going to apply a little bit of the Pillow Talk eyeliner on my waterline. So I applied Pillow Talk on my waterline, and also I did like a slight eyeliner on my upper lash line as well. And I really like this color. This color especially is the one that I've seen Charlotte wear a lot through her videos and everything that I like see her online. Like whenever I see pictures of her, I think she's mostly wearing this color. And I was quite skeptical because this is brown, but it has a lot of like hues of maroon and like wine tones in it, and I didn't know how it'll fare and look on my eyes, but I do really love the way my eyes are looking. And finally we have the lipstick, which is such a cute mini that I got with my Charlotte Tilbury order, and this was during the Pink Friday sale on Nykaa. Everything that you were ordering from the brand, you get like these free lipsticks in this like mini version, which is so cute and very good to travel with. So this is in the shade Pillow Talk, and I'm just going to apply this on my lips, but I do know that this color won't work on its own for me. So I do have my lip liner in the shade I think Hollywood Honey, which I did have from before, and I'm just going to show you this lip color on its own also on my lips, but it kind of washes me out. So that's Pillow Talk with one layer on my lips, and I don't know how this is showing up on camera, but it really washes me out. And it is a very nice like pinky light mauvey nude shade for like fairer complexions, and I've said about this shade before, it is definitely a very nice shade to wear. But for me, or if you are in my like complexion range, and if you have like medium to medium deep skin tone with such warm undertones that I have, this lipstick just doesn't work on its own. So there I have the shade Pillow Talk with the lip liner Hollywood Honey, and now as you guys can see, this looks a lot more wearable for my complexion, my skin tone, and it doesn't wash me out. And this in fact is a very nice like plummy but a nude color that I can wear. And I think I am going to try out the Pillow Talk Medium and the Pillow Talk Deep, the lipsticks that the brand has. And finally we are going to go with the setting spray and set this all in place. I like the continuous mist of this, which is super luxurious, and it doesn't spray in a lot of water in one go. So this is it. This is finally my full face of Charlotte Tilbury makeup, and everything that I have tested and tried out and shown to you guys about how they fare, how they work. And I hope you guys are able to make some wise decisions in terms of what you want to buy and what you want to get. Do I love this brand? 100% absolutely. Do I recommend every single product out of the brand? Not really, no. I think you can be wise about what you really need to get your hands on and what really would work for your complexion, what would work for your collection. And you don't need to go out there and break the bank and spend out all your money into getting everything Charlotte Tilbury, because there are certain products that definitely are good, but there are certain products that are definitely like worthwhile and worth the investment. And if you guys are able to decide as to what those particular single products are, I think you should get your hands on that. With that, that's a wrap for this video. I hope you guys really enjoyed watching this video and this was helpful for a lot of you if you are contemplating on buying anything Charlotte Tilbury from Nykaa. If you did enjoy watching this video, then make sure that you thumbs it up, and if you want to watch more videos from me and What Makeup, then make sure you're subscribed to my channel and also hit the notifications bell so that you don't miss any of my video uploads. I'm gonna see you guys next week. Have a great week ahead. Stay safe, take care, bye.